Hey, it's the Screen Team, and we are back with our hour-long edition of the show, being brought to you by Fearless Social, also Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, where Walmart is next door to us, and Poplar Bluff Drywall. We've been joined by Michael this last half hour of the show. We've been doing a lot of his favorite, blessed
with Michael.
We've been blessed with your presence, sir. We've been doing a lot of your favorite films. We did Labyrinth. We're going to be doing Kindergarten Cop. But here in the middle, we've got Napoleon Dynamite, which is a very off-the-wall comedy.
Yeah.
I guess my first question is not whether or not, what you think about the movie, but how does a movie like this get made? Because
Did you watch his short?
No, I didn't watch the short.
It's called Pellicula, I believe.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to brag, but Wishmaker blows that out of the water.
The movie that we did.
Yeah. And MTV Fun picked that up and bought it. And basically, it's very similar. So it's a short. It's only about 10 minutes long. And I watched it, and it's not good. And it's not. It's they use 16 millimeter film because it was a film school project. It was his first film in film school, I believe.
Yeah.
But it had the same many of the same actors. And you watch it, it had the same baseline of it, and then that's when MTV bought it, and they completely went. And most of the people in it stayed in it, for the exception, I can't remember the Mexican actor. But yeah, I don't know. That's the thing is, like, there's a lot of very gifted people behind the camera that their job as producers or whatnot to see potential in things, and that's what I believe happened here. Is obviously it was because this movie was a box office hit. And it's quality stuff. It's like, it's not crude. There's no bad language in it.
I guess what just surprises me in it, because the script is not overly that funny, but the way the actors...
The portrayal of the actors is so perfect.
It is.
Yeah, it's...
You know, when he says, what's the llama's name? Tina, eat your
ham.
Eat your ham. That's not
eat your ham, you fat lard.
That's not funny on paper, but the way he delivers it is.
Exactly, and that's so much about. I know this. I don't want to get off on a little bit of a tangent like I like to do, but that's the thing about scripts. They're words. Mm-hmm. So much of what we are entertained by and enjoying is the actor's portrayal. Facial expressions, their delivery, their movements, and Heder, what's his name?
John Heder.
John Heder. He had the most stupid blank look on his face all the time, but it's so hysterical, and that's what makes that character. Is he has this absolutely moronic, nerdy expression on his face, and his interactions with these other characters, like, you're just jealous because I get to stay home and chat about chicks online all day. I'm studying to be a cage fighter. Stuff like that. It's like, it's stuff like that. And it's like, there's so many ways they deliver those lines together and fed off of each other that made pure gold. I mean, it was hysterical. The whole movie, all the way through, is funny. It's like, if you have not seen Napoleon Dynamite, go to Sonic or the grocery store, grab some tater tots, and just go. You'll get the You'll get the reference when you watch it.
Come on, Napoleon, give me some tater tots.
No, hungry.
I love one of the earlier scenes where Napoleon's in the locker room with the jocks, I guess, and he's like, "What'd you do all summer?" And he's like, "I shot a Wolverine." Yeah, what'd you shoot it with?
A shotgun. What do you think? Or something like that. Yeah.
Just so many silly lines, man.
It is. It's such a simple movie, but watching it, I was studying, the normal basic recipe of a movie, the cinematography, and it's all very good.
Yeah.
I mean, they obviously, when the MTV Pictures bought it, obviously, I'm sure they hired A-list talent behind the scenes for good quality, and the director, being still relatively new, I think did an outstanding job with going from nothing. I think he said it took $500 to make Pellicula or whatever it's called. To this, it wasn't a big budget movie. That's the thing, is it wasn't, but it became a box office hit. Anyway, going from that to Napoleon Dynamite, they did really well. Like the camera angles, very good. The movements, camera movements, the timing and the editing were all very good.
And the scenery. The scenery is like, I don't know if it's in Wyoming or someplace,
Idaho.
it's in Idaho.
Yeah, they were LDS film. So BYU Idaho
Okay.
is where they had made that.
Yeah.
That's why that humor is very LDS.
And I think it really...
It is. Like John Hader, those guys, they were, I don't know what the relationship was, but I believe it was BYU Idaho, and that they were film students, and that's because there's one in Utah and Idaho. So just from pictures that I've seen, I'm pretty sure it's Idaho.
Okay.
But don't quote me.
I mean, but I think it just fits everything so perfectly. It's just a vast wasteland, you know. It's boring. It's
Open
simple.
country.
It's open country,
Exactly.
you know. And everybody's outfits that they were wearing.
Exactly. It's almost retro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was set, I guess, you know, in what was supposed to be present day.
Yeah, it
you
was
know?
like Uncle driving that van, that camper van. And
It felt like you were in the 80s or something,
exactly.
but you
It was
weren't,
very
you know.
80s. Well, in fact, actually, when you watch the movie, the title menu is very 70s and 80s. Like, it has a TV that it has VHS tape where the menu, where you push play and scene selection,
yeah.
there's like a menu, there's like a tape, and then a little restaurant plate with very cleverly done. Everything about the movie, including the title menu, was well. But yeah, it's a very retro feel to it.
All right, so let me ask you, this might be a tough question for you, but this particular movie, who do you think likes this type? Who's this movie good for? Who's going to like it?
That's a good question.
You know, because it's funny. You know, you would think guys like us are, you know,
Yeah.
teenagers or people in their early 20s, but one of my aunts loves this movie.
Yeah,
you know, and she's in her
honestly,
50s.
Chris, I don't know how to answer that movie. I really don't, because
Yeah.
I could say, oh well, maybe it's if you're in your 20s to 30s or 40s, yeah, you're gonna like it. But really, it's not. I mean, you're right. There's so many different ranges of people that I've talked to that enjoy this movie,
Right.
because it's so simple to understand and just laugh to, because it's such simple, stupid humor. So I honestly, Chris, I don't know. That is a tough question.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
Okay. The movie's called Napoleon Dynamite, and of course you can find it on DVD. Coming up, Michael and I will be reviewing Kindergarten Cop. It's next on KWOC.